Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to my channels. Today start Salesforce developers interview questions. Start the video. Very important video and helpful the interview questions. First questions: how do you manually share records with another users and what is the purpose of the features? The manually share records. The records owner can go to the records, click on the sharing buttons and specific the users of the group to share the records with. These features allow records owners to grant access to the specific the users on and as a needed basic. Next question: what scenario would you use sharing rules instead of the manual sharings? Sharing rules are used when you need a grant access to the records based on specific the criteria on ownership to the larger group of users. Automatically manual sharing is more suitable for the granting access to individuals records on case by case basis. Next question: what does the transfer permission in the public read write transfer OWD setting allow users to do? The transfer permission allow users to transfer the ownership of records to another users. This is in additional to the read on read and write access provided by the public read write setting. Next question: explain the significance of the opportunity and access and case access setting when creating a new roles. Opportunity and case access setting the determine how users in the particular roles can interact with opportunity and case the records. This setting allow you to specify whether users can view, edit and transfer or delete these records. Next question: what sorry when is Apex managed sharing recalculated automatically by Salesforce? Salesforce automatically recalculate sharing for all the records on the object when it's organized wide default by wide sharing default access level change. Next question: what must an Apex class implement to the perform Apex manage sharing recalculations? An Apex class must implement the database reachables interface to perform the Apex manage sharing recalculations. Next question: how can admin monitors or stop to executions of the Apex recalculations? Admin can monitor or stop the executions of an Apex recalculations from set up by entering the Apex job in the quick find box and selecting the Apex job. Next questions: provide an example of when inherited sharing would be particularly useful in the Salesforce applications. Inherited sharing is useful in the scenario where a class might be invoked from the different content with the vary sharing the requirement. For example, utility class that is used by both custom page requiring users content and schedule batch jobs requiring system content can use inherited sharing to dynamically adjust its behavior the based on the caller, ensuring appropriate data access in the each context. Next question: what scenario might without sharing be necessary and how can you mitigate the risks associated with it? Without sharing might be necessary for the admin operation that require restricted access to data such as a data migrations or cleanup task. Next question: how does the with security enforce keywords affect SQL's queries? The with security enforce keywords ensure that the SQL queries respect the fields level and object level security setting of the users. If a user does not have access to the certain fields, the query will fail the sufficient permission errors. Next question. What are the limitations of using with security enforced in SQL queries? It cannot be the applied to the DML statement. It is the only application to the fields mentioned is select the and from the clause, not in the where clause. Next questions. How does with users mode keywords into the upon with security enforced? Thus, with users more keywords can be applied to both SQL queries and DML operation, ensuring that all fields and object invalid the respect the user's permission. It's also applied to the fields in the where clause and the support the traversing polymorphic fields relationship. Next question. What is the key features of the with users made keywords in the term of the errors handlings? The with users made keywords identify all fields that the users does not have access to the int captures does these in the query expectation. The developers can use the query expectations get enhanceable fields methods to get the list of the inaccessible fields and the handle teams appropriately. Next questions. What happens when a user without access to the certain the fields execute a SQL query with the with security enforced keywords? The query will be failed with the insufficient permission errors. The developers must handle the this expectation to the provide meaningful message to the users. Next question. How do you enforce fields level security when performing the DML update and operation using the with users models made? You can enforce the fields level security by the using the database methods with users made keywords. For example, database the update records access level users made. This ensure the update and operation respect the user's permission for the fields invalid. Next question. How does the execute the anonymous features handle sharing rules? Execute anonymous always the operate in users made meaning in enforced sharing rules. Next question. If a class with the with sharing class methods in the class with the without the sharing but sharing content in the enforce, the methods in the class with the without sharing will in turn in the content of with sharing because the following class enforce sharing the rules. Next question. What is the purpose of the strip in accessible methods in the apex? The strip the in accessible methods in the use to enforce fields and the object level security by the checking the whether the current users has access to the current access to the create reads update and update upsert any fields and object. Next question. How would you check if the current users has permission to the create a contact with of the image fields before performing the operations? If schema object type contact fields email create create tables contact C is equal to new contact image text and example insert. Next question. How can you ensure that SQL query respect that users fields and object the permission? List contact select the image from the contact with security enforce catch expectation and handle the insufficiency permission errors. Next question. How would you perform the database operation in the users made to the enforce users permissions? List account, select the ID name, and from the accounts database, save result and database insert, and accounts database user and made users. And thank you friends, very important video. And please my channel like and subscribe and share. Thank you, take care, bye friends.